What is up, YouTube? A High Honda Rider here, checking in for a night vlog, and today I might just save your fucking life. So as I said, I am making a night vlog that might save your life. I am going to tell you some tips that I personally use about riding at night. Right? Now, disclaimer, I am not a motorcycle safety course teacher. I am nobody but just a dude who likes to ride a lot. And I ride day or night, rain or shine, baby. We're just rolling. So I guess we'll go ahead and just dive right into tip number one for night riding. Use your fucking high beams, man. It's that easy. Oh my god, I just saved your life. It is that easy, man. Use your high beams every time you can. Use them during the day. Who knows, someone might see you and not pull out in front of your ass, you know. True story. Might be able to see you a little bit easier if you have your high beams on, especially during the day. At night, use them as much as you can, man. Fuck those other cars. Fuck them cars. Use your high beams. Why? Because I said so. Well, why? Because it lights up the road better and you can see. You know, hey, saving your life today. Anyway, you know, why would you do this high beam action, especially when you're around other vehicles? Well, in my personal experience, being honest here for a second and for real, that depending on the vehicle's ride height, your headlights are not going to fuck with them. And, you know, that's just a true story. You see this car coming up behind them here? Behind them, you probably want to dim your high beams. Now, when you're in on the highway passing, you know, you might not have to, and it's really that simple, man. Depending on a lot of trucks set up higher, your high beams aren't really going to affect them. Now, I know what you're saying, hey man, that's probably a little illegal rolling the highway with your high beams on. Well, it just depends. In Ohio, if you're on a 4-lane highway and you've got no one in front of you, just oncoming traffic with the divider in the middle like I always ride, which I'll show you here in a second, you can use your high beams legally because they're all the way across the highway. I mean, it's a 4-lane highway, 2 in each direction, you know, you can legally do that. And I notice a lot of times, man, you're not really fucking with anybody, even if there's a car behind you. As long as you're not riding their ass, you're not going to blind them or impede their vision. I mean, and really, if you ask me, as long as you're not hurting anything, then roll with your high beams on, man. That's what I say. That's just my own thing. Again, if you get a ticket, I'm not going to pay it, but I will tell you that I personally roll my high beams on as much as I can. As much as I can. The deer, we're going to have to be careful tonight, dude. It's hunting season, deer are running. I've seen like 3 dead deer and shit. But anyway, like right now, as I'm getting on the highway, there's no one in front of me, so I can use my high beams. And I plan on doing so. And that's just all there is to it. You know, I can legally use my high beams right now, and even if a car comes at me in the other lane, in the opposite direction, I can't get a ticket because it's 110% legal. Now, enough about high beams. Use them as much as you can. Period. You know, day and night, just use your high beams. Tip number 2. Stay off the fucking back roads, man. Stick to the well-lit roads. Common sense. You know, you'd be surprised, man. I try my very best to stick to the well-lit roads on the highway as much as I can. You never see me taking the back way home because why the hell would I? There's more chance of debris being in the road, rocks, animals, dead animals, whatnot. You know, the more you can see, the better. And like, I'm not trying to be a smart ass in this video. I'm just trying to tell you that at night it's already dangerous enough, and really you need to do everything you can to decrease your risk factor. And I truly mean that, man. Do everything you can. Ride smart. You know, use every little thing you just to your advantage, man. You're already out here exposed. Now your vision's cutting a quarter. Your depth of field of view and your peripheral view. You know, everything about riding at night is kind of dangerous, but if you take certain steps, man, you can do it safely and you can have a good time. And like tonight, man, it's a beautiful night out, and it feels so good to be out here just rolling. But back to the tips. So we got high beams all the time, or as much as you possibly can. We've got sticking to the well-lit roads, sticking to the main roads, stick to the highways, everything else like that. Tip 3 is obviously don't outride your headlights. Your headlights are only going to shine so far ahead of you. There is no reason in hell you should be out here around 150 miles an hour at night, because running that fast, you need to be able to see that much further. You know, it's kind of like the follow behind thing they teach you in driving school. You're supposed to stay 2 seconds behind, you know, your following distance. Well, that gives you enough reaction time. And, you know, you want to be able to see what you need to react to, especially on the bike, you know. So you got to be able to use that to your advantage. Don't be out here running real fast at night. Just don't do it. Stick to the speed limit or a little bit above. You know, you ain't got to be poking around 35 miles an hour. But you do need to, you know, just roll, man. Don't be out here racing nobody. Just roll and be smart, man. You're going to be just fine. Tip number 4 would be, like I said, to use anything to your advantage. So right now we're coming up on what looks like a van, a Chevy Astro van or something like that. So I can see their lights, and their headlights are shining and illuminating part of the road that I can't see. If they wasn't going slower than shit, I would stay behind them and show you, but I'm not. But you can use that car's headlights to extend your field of vision, and using their tail lights too. You know, you can use that also. And what I mean by that is, if a vehicle goes to hit a big pothole or hits a dead animal or something, their headlights and taillights are going to move up and down, or they're going to indicate to you that there might be a hazard you need to look out for. So using other vehicles' headlights and taillights to your advantage can really save your life, and I mean that 110%. If you really let, like this car coming up next to me, if they ever get the balls to come up and pass me, I will use their headlights to my advantage to kind of extend my field of vision and how far I can see. Because again, we're out here on a bike, and unless you got aircraft landing lights for headlights, you know, you're kind of fucked on a bike. You don't have super huge headlights. You got these little 8.7s or whatnot. So, you know, it's really as far as limited as you can see. And as this car comes up next to me, they're lighting up more of the road than I could, even with my high beams on. And my high beams are on right now. So they're lighting up a good bit of the road, and you can use that to your advantage. And when they get a little bit further ahead of me, I can pace them and use their headlights to my advantage and be able to see more and more, and they use their tail lights to look for hazards to indicate to me that if they hit anything or whatnot. So see right now, you know, their headlights are outshining mine, and I can see how far, you know, I can see that much further ahead, and that's exactly what you want to do, man. That would be a good, serious tip that maybe not a lot of people know or ever thought of, is just use what you can to your advantage, and use other cars' headlights and taillights to spot an obstacle for you or something that you need to be aware of. And it can save your life for real. No games, no joking aside. Staying aware of your surroundings and using what you can to your advantage can really save your life. So tip number 5, I guess, my 5th tip, and this nice ass car throws a cigarette butt right out the fucking window. Anyway, my 5th tip would be just your lane position at night. I kind of tend to ride a little bit backwards when it comes to lane position. I've been to the motorcycle safety course, and I know that during the rain you're not supposed to ride in the middle portion of the lane, which would be here. You're not supposed to ride here when it's raining because of the oil and shit falling off of cars. This is probably your slickest spot. And they say in the rain you're supposed to ride in other vehicles' tire tracks because, as you know, or as you've noticed before, when you're driving a car through the rain, your tire leaves those little dry spots. Well, they're not really dry, but your tire kind of spread out the water on the road or kind of blew them out. So that's what you want to do. Now, at night, I would say that I feel safer riding in the left or right portion of the lane. Like right now, I'm standing in the left portion. And that's kind of weird because if you think about it, theoretically, if a vehicle was to hit something and it be in the road, like a raccoon, a dead raccoon, their tires are going to hit that raccoon, it's going to die. It's going to stay right there. It's not really going to move. They're going to run right over it, and it's going to be where the tire tracks would be, vehicle tire tracks. So, like right now, that would be an optimal place where a dead animal could be or what have you. So why I choose to ride here? Because like I just said, there's a better chance that an obstacle or an object could be in this portion of the lane. But why I choose to ride here is simply because I like the escape route it does offer. I am personally comfortable enough with my skills that had I be able to spot something I need to react to, that I feel like I have more room to work with in this left portion of the lane. Now, obviously, if there's a car right next to me, you wouldn't want to do that. Even with this car pacing me, or I'm pacing him right now, you really don't want to do that either. But I feel comfortable riding here. I feel like I have the whole room to work with that I need to. And I feel like if I was right here and, just riding in the middle portion of the lane and something big was in the road, there's another dead deer. If something big was in the road, like a dead deer, I'm either going to be off in the shoulder or I'm going to be really stretching to the left. And I feel like, if I was in this middle portion, that's probably going to help me out. And I think that you probably shouldn't listen to tip number 5. You should do whatever makes you feel comfortable when it comes to lane portion. But me personally, I try to ride the center of the road the most I can. And, it's worked out in my favor so far. I haven't encountered anything terrible at night that I couldn't avoid. But, it is out there. And that's why before you go out there riding at night, take your local motorcycle safety course. There's reasons why, if you have your temporary permit, that you can't ride at night, and because it's just dangerous, man. And you need to have your skill sets and be able to pass that endorsement test to ride at night, and it's understandable. I know it sucks if you have your temps, you want to go out and ride at night. I know it really sucks. I've been there, done that. So instead of taking a chance and going out riding at night and getting a ticket or having a fucked up night, why don't you just go ahead and pay $50 and go through your motorcycle safety course. You're going to learn a lot, I promise you. Even if you're a veteran rider, you're going to learn something. The laws are always changing. There's always new things, new techniques that you need to be aware of. And you get to ride someone else's bike and beat up on it. I mean, there you go. So So I hope I can help you guys out with some night riding tips. Again, I'm nobody. I'm just a dude who rides a lot. I'm just telling you what works for me and what doesn't. If you have any other tips, man, leave them in the comments. Let me know what's up. I hope everyone has a safe night, a safe day, a safe week, and peace out, man. Keep the sticky side down, and God love, man.